Monday, September 8th, 2025. It is 1:09 p.m. and I am heading to work for my first day in the dairy department. So far I've done bulk, which is my main department. I only work 2 days a week though in bulk. And then I've been working at Sprouts since August 4th, so it's a little over a month and 4 days. And actually last week they called me and I was like working Lyft. I had a person in my car and they called me out of nowhere and said, hey, you want to come in and work grocery right now? I'm like, yeah, I can. So I felt bad about that because I've been kind of bugging about more hours. But then the next day they called again. So I went in and I worked about 4 hours grocery, which is just, stocking the shelf. Like they bring out these big, they call them U-boats, with a bunch of, so I guess they get the load every 3 days a week. So I don't even know. They got to load it. And I guess they came in late and or they were short people, so they needed bodies. So I went in there and threw grocery on the shelf, different products. Grocery is like a lot of the aisles is grocery. So most of the aisles are grocery actually. Did that, and that was this guy's last day. His name was Tom. He's a really cool guy. That was his last day working. He got a job in customer service or State Farm. He had quite a story. He had no car right now. So he was in education, I think, and then he got into learning day trading, and he went all in on that. Didn't work out yet, so he had to get a job. He also driving a truck, I think he got into truck driving. Didn't like that, got out of that, and then he ended up at Sprouts. So he'd been working at Sprouts for about a year. But that's his only job he had, so unless you're a manager, I would say you can't survive on a Sprouts salary as an adult. Like even two of the managers were telling me that they do, so the bakery manager and Maria, and then one of the store managers, assistant managers, Karen, they both do like Instacart or DoorDash. So even the managers, it was Christy and Maria also do like Instacart and Uber Eats and stuff like that. So yeah, they don't pay that well. As far as compared to what everything costs nowadays. Like gas is ticking back up. Gas is ticking, like the QT by where I live in Avondale right here is up to $3.79. We were down all the way down to like $3.09 for a while there. $3.09, $3.19, then started going up to $29, $39, $49, so back up. So I'm going to do dairy today. The only problem with that is I'm the closer, 2 to 10. So I have two 2 to 10s and one 3 to 10 this week, which messes up feeding my kitty cats. So I have to. They're gonna get fed late today, like 10:45, almost 11 o'clock. I'll bet they're not all there. Like last night, I actually went a little bit late. I went like at 9 something. They were all there, all 8 of them. We'll see if they all wait. The other day when it rained, I went there pretty late, and I think 7 of them showed up, or 6 of them, I don't remember. But man, we only got 6 more weeks in Avondale, then we're in Mesa. I actually took a ride. So when I got off work at Sprouts, I took a ride out to Mesa, so the 60 in Sossman, which is one exit past Power Road, which is where we're gonna live. And it's just more calmer over there. It's more calmer, and then I did another ride over there. Like a short one, then I did a ride over there, out of there, back to downtown Phoenix. But it's just calmer over there. It's not as aggressive and douchebag as the west side. I as a driver notice a difference. If you're at the west side, you're like right now on the 101 north at Thunderbird. So the 101, 17, and the 10 on the west side here are just like ridiculous. There's always just a higher percentage of people just driving like idiots. Complete idiots. So that would be nice to be out of this vibe over here. I will miss the house though. I like the house. I like how big it is. It's a 2,000 square foot house with a a little backyard. Nothing special in the backyard, which are rocks, but that was May's and little boys hangout in the backyard. Poor May. She's being just treated horribly, I'm sure, over there. I'm sure she's not getting any. She's only getting kibble. I hope not. I hope they break down and buy her some food. And then I won't say she's getting. They have to like take her outside to go to the bathroom. But that's different than walking your dog. Hopefully they're walking her again. Hopefully they just were lazy about it because they knew I would take care of her dog. I don't know. Little boy's bored out of his mind. No more. I think he still looks for May. Like when he goes outside, he looks around the backyard. When he's at the door, he looks. She come in because she would like charge in and out of the door, and he could run over. He had to make sure he looked out for her coming or going. That's too bad. They weren't cuddle buddies, but they kept each other company a little bit. Jessica told me, she showed me her weight. She went to the doctor today. We had lunch at Panda today. So that'll be what we'll do. I'll eat lunch with her if she's available. So I said we'll eat lunch. Today's what? Monday? On Friday we'll have lunch. So I'm working dairy Thursday, Friday again. She showed me her weight on her. She had got to 187. I think she's down like the high 160s now. 187 day. I'm only like, I think I weigh like 205, something like that, right? No. Was it actually? I think I'm right around 200 pounds. I don't know. I've lost some muscle actually. Like I thought about going to the gym today, but no, I'm like, you know what? I need all my energy for this. First day, dairy. I mean, dairy in that store, the store 29, is in the corner. And so that's really busy. It's kind of cramped in that corner over there. It's by the produce. There's a lot of people. There's always a lot of people walking around over there. So you got to work around that, see how that goes. I'm assuming when I come in at 2 o'clock, they've put up most of the product. Like the main load or whatever they put up is in the morning. So I don't know we'll see how it works, It's just about me getting in a blue shirt as soon as possible. Department manager or assistant manager of something. So I can get full-time hours and get better pay. Right now I'm making I came in at $17 an hour, which should be thankful for that. Because minimum wage is $14.75, I think, in Arizona right now. I was, gonna get a job at Sprouts, which I did, or Panda. I thought about Panda. They pay pretty good as far as fast food. I just think it'd be so repetitive, I would get bored out of my mind. And then I was thinking of QT. But then with QT, you're dealing with homeless people. And theft. Shoplifting. I don't think we get a lot of shoplifting in this store. The store 29 where I work is on Scottsdale Road and Pinnacle Peak. So a pretty good neighborhood. Just people coming in and sampling the candy where I'm loving, I think people let their kids just reach them. What do you want today, honey? So, since they moved out, which was 7, 8, 9 days ago, Jessica hasn't seen little man. Hopefully she can see him this Saturday. I hope so. Crazy. I mean, it's far right now, but we live in Mesa. I hope she can see him. I hope she will be able to see him more. And hopefully Izzy gets out of her funk. Not living with parental figures will chill her out. Hopefully. A little bit. Okay, Lyft is shit. I did 4 rides after I got off work last night on Sunday. I got off at work at 5:30. I did a long ride from Scottsdale to East Mesa. I did a local ride East Mesa. Then I did a Mesa to the airport. No, I did did a Mesa to downtown Phoenix, and then I went to the airport and did a 25-mile ride for $17. That's what they're paying now at the airport. Forget a surge. There's never a surge at the airport. Now they're lowballing the like that ride. So that person lived at Union Hills and 59th Avenue. That should pay about $25. It should pay over $20 for sure. It was 25 miles. The ride, plus, it takes me 3 miles to get into the airport. So 28 miles for $17. That's what they're paying now. The airport's done. That's it. It's done. It's done. Thank God I have a job at Sprouts to help my mental health a little bit. So I don't just have this stupid lift. All right, man. Take it easy. Talk to you later.